Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have decided to take it upon myself, mashallah, that I'm going to start off this thing called a Revert Tag. And I was thinking, how am I going to start my channel? So I was just like, why not make up a Revert Tag? So if you are a revert, I am nominating you right now to do this. So I've got 9 questions. I've written them down. Excuse my handwriting. But so question 1 is when you reverted. When I reverted, it was the 10th of December 2019. So yes, I am very early on in my stage of reverting. Question 2 is how long did it take for you to decide reverting? Because I know a lot of people, they spend like months or years studying Islam. I never studied it like how most people do. They have a lot of information before, a lot of knowledge about it before they even take their shahada. But with me, it kind of happened overnight kind of thing. So I basically took my shahada and it was literally like I knew nothing. I only knew the smallest type of information knowledge on Islam. So mine was literally like, it wasn't even a week. It was just in a sense, it happened very rapidly for me. So yeah, it was kind of like an overnight thing. I just reverted. I decided, went to take my shahada, went to the mosque, the masjid. Question 3 is who influenced you in reverting? There was no specific someone, but there was a lot of people, brothers and sisters that, when it came to the point of my reverting, transformation kind of thing, if you want to call it that. There's specifically 2 people, one sister called Zainab, and one brother called Rahim. They both were very, basically kind of giving me dawah without me realizing. Those 2, I would say, have a lot in my sense of being guided to Islam. But I didn't, when they were having these conversations, it was like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago type of thing. So, so those are the only people that I can really say, helped me along my journey of reverting specifically. Question 4 is best reaction. I think the best reaction was my friend. Inshallah, she takes her shahada soon. I told her and she said everyone is Muslim, whether they realize it or not. And that made my day because I felt accepted in a sense from someone, as obviously, like, my family are very accepting, but as well I think they're just adjusting to it and everything. Alhamdulillah, I don't really want to talk about that, maybe for another video. The worst reaction, again, I'm not going to bring my family involved. I think the worst one is I kind of, this kind of goes along with question 9. But the worst reaction was I posted like a video of me saying my shahada on Instagram. I took it down because of the reaction I got from it. But someone just someone was very insultive towards me. They messaged me not very nice things. But that was probably the worst reaction I would say that I got personally from someone. Question 6, hardest part of reverting. I think it is, I wouldn't say there's like a hard part. I think the hardest part really reverting is like coming to terms that you've kind of been like wrong your whole life, because for me personally, like, I was brought up into a Christian Mormon family, and you know, I did go to church and all these things, but I think the hardest part is kind of like realizing your whole life you kind of didn't have that guidance, but now you have it. So alhamdulillah, mashallah, that's happened. So I think the hardest part is coming to terms with how ignorant you used to be, because yeah, I think that was the hardest part for me, like, realize, because I just felt so guilty, as well as like I found that peace, that inner peace that people talk about. I found that, but as well it was kind of like, why didn't I find out sooner? I think that's the hardest part of like realizing that, like, as much as you think you have a say, it's like your life is already written out for you. So with the whole predestination thing, like, it kind of hits you, and it's like your pride and your ego just kind of go, and like facing the fact that, you know, you were ignorant. I think that is the hardest part I think that's the hardest part to swallow, is just, you know, all your opinions and everything was just incorrect. Because yeah, what I'm saying is that at one point I would say that I'm atheist. So I think the hardest part for me is to swallow, like, my own opinion kind of thing. So yeah, like, realizing that you were wrong, basically, is what I'm saying. Question 7: How did you find your first Ramadan? Well, it's my first Ramadan right now, so yeah, I'm finding it. I think I'm quite blessed that I'm a female, because obviously, when you go through your period, you don't fast. So I think it's actually like it changes everything, because you used to not want your period, but now when you get your period, it's like a blessing. It is a blessing. Not because I don't like fasting. Like, I love the control that I have, and the fact that I'm, you know, worshipping my Lord in the correct way. So I don't know. It's a journey. It's a spiritual journey. It's very eye-opening. It's very empowering to know that you can, like, control yourself. Because before, when I would hear people and I'd be like, "You don't eat for a whole day. How can you do that?" So yeah, I think it's liberating to know that you can actually accomplish something that seems so bizarre, and it just become like, I want to do this kind of thing. So yeah, I find it liberating, and I find it a blessing to be a female. Yeah. Question 8: Best thing about reverting. I think the best thing about reverting is that you have found the truth, and you know within your heart that it's the truth. And I think it's just the opportunity that God has given you, to bless you with Islam, and it's, you can't comprehend it. I can't emphasize enough the how grateful it is to, you know, be able to say I'm a Muslim and I'm a revert. I think that itself is just amazing. Yeah. Question 9: How did you come out about reverting? Because I know a lot of people, you know, they don't actually tell people, but with me, I kind of just wanted to scream it to the world. Like, I didn't do it for public reasons or for anyone else's sake. Yeah, I just came out about it in the worst way possible, I think. But I think now that I look back on it, I think I'm quite glad I did it. Well, I kind of wish I went a different way about it, in a sense, but I'm actually quite glad that I got it out the way, because I didn't want it to become a massive thing of like, oh my goodness, she has become Muslim, like, what is this? I kind of just wanted to get it out there as soon as possible. It was something that I was proud of, and it was something so overwhelming, and I think where my mind was at this point, I just wanted to, you know, tell everyone. But obviously even though I'm happy about it, doesn't mean everyone else is going to be happy about it. But yeah, alhamdulillah, mashallah. Have a good day, guys, and I hope Ramadan is going good for you. This is my first video. I just wanted to get my YouTube running and out there, and yeah, alhamdulillah. Have a good day, guys. Allah Hafiz.